The agreed to, Darian Fenton.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr Speaker. Well, I want to thank the member camcorder for enlightening us on the summary offences possession of handheld lasers bill and shining the light on the priorities of this government. Shining the light on the priorities of this government on Members' Day, when we have more important issues that we should be debating, like pay parental leave. Look, I'm sure that camcorder will be delighted that this bill has finally reached second reading. I know he's been very anxious that his legacy, his enlightened legacy is left behind. He wants to have this as his legacy. The people of Manariwa, he tells us, are lining up to wait till this bill is concluded so they know that they are safe at night. They are safe because camcorder has brought forward a bill to ban lasers. Now, I do have to say, look, all jokes aside, there are some issues here about aircraft and shipping, and I think it's fair enough that he's tried to address this issue, although I will question whether it could have been slipped into a transport bill. I think it could have been, camcorder with me and David Bennett have sat on the Transport and Industrial Relations Select Committee for the last 3 years. We've considered several bills on transport, really important ones actually, like reducing the blood alcohol limit. Really important, which the government finally got to, but we could finally, Mr Speaker, we could have slipped this in instead of wasting our time on Members' Day. And I really do think, Dr Corder, your party has done you a disservice by not doing that, by not showing you the respect that you deserve for bringing such an important bill to the House on Members' Day, and not showing you the respect that you need to have as your legacy, that we are going to ban lasers, that we are shining the light on the issue of lasers. Now, look, as I said, all jokes aside, there are some issues here. There's some issues, one or two minor things, but there's been a few lasers thrown around. There's been a few lasers thrown around in the House actually by Dr Corder. There have been instances in recent years. It's not a new idea. In fact, I think we were talking about this in 2010, weren't we? We were talking about it in 2010. But however, the bill does aim to have a preventative impact. We'll see. I'm not sure that you can control larrikins that decide to get hold of new bits of equipment and shine them in the wrong places. But however, I would say, Mr Speaker, that we're a very generous opposition. We support members' bills where there's a worthy cause, unlike the government, who have been extremely miserly and mean when it comes to members' bills, and I can think of 4 members' bills in my name that will not be part of my legacy when I leave this parliament in a few months' time, because the government members are too miserable to see a good idea when it comes up, when we present it, because it's not their idea. They don't think it's a good idea. However, look, Mr Speaker, in conclusion, I do extend my congratulations to the member, Dr camcorder. I do wish him well in his post-parliamentary life, and I'm sure there's going to be many enlightened times ahead of you. Thank you.
David Bennett.
Thank you, Mr Speaker, and it's great to see such camaraderie between members of the Select Committee. Both members are departing from this House at the election.